We begin with a massive cleanup effort underway in southwest Detroit after one of the worst water main breaks in the city's history. Thank you so much for joining us at noon. I'm Whitney Burney. Southwest Detroit is continuing to dry out from widespread flooding after a 54-inch transmission pipe ruptured in the area of Lafayette Boulevard and Rowan Street early Monday morning in southwest Detroit. This was the scene early this morning as crews continue trying to clear the ice and get to flooded homes. Right now, there are 398 houses in the emergency flood zone. 72 houses are without power. 190 houses have basement flooding, and 174 homes are without heat. Officials now saying they're hopeful they'll be able to replace the pipe in 1 to 2 weeks. Crews have isolated that break. 63 adults, 31 kids, and 13 pets were rescued during the extreme flooding on Monday. 83 families are currently staying in a hotel. And 7 News Detroit reporter Brittany Toulis joins us from southwest Detroit with how the city is trying to help those families and others get back on their feet.
Mayor Duggan says right now they're sending out city inspectors to get inside these homes to assess the damage. That is step one in getting these homes repaired. You can see crews are also working on the street. The block is still covered with ice, and the residents living here are still trying to process waking up to icy rivers on these streets Monday morning.
I'm devastated.
The worst day of my life, actually.
Christine Spears and Lalo Lopez, two of hundreds of people in southwest Detroit waking up to this Monday.
Thought I was living in HELL. So it's just, I don't know what we're going to do.
Around 2 a.m. Monday, a Great Lakes Water Authority operated water transmission line broke. By 4 a.m., crews found and turned off valves. The icy water flooding, then icing over several blocks, leaving behind a street-spanning sinkhole as crews try to assess the break and its impact. Mayor Duggan giving an update Tuesday.
There are 398 houses in the emergency flood zone. We have 190 houses with basement flooding and 174 with no heat.
You can see the line right there, actually. See the lines? That's how high it went.
When I went down there, it was a disaster. My washer was upside down. I had a mattress that was in the back of my basement, and it floated up to the front of the basement.
On Lalo's block, plumber Jimmy Rios showed up going door to door to help. Sometimes it's as easy as clearing a drain. For others, like Lalo, whose furnace went underwater, it's preventing gas leaks.
As you can see, the water went all the way up. This is your gas valve inlet. So once it gets wet and it starts acting funny, what can happen is it will allow gas from the pilot to come in.
The city is splitting costs of all uninsured damages with GLWA. Right now, inspectors are coming into homes to look at damages. Mayor Duggan saying they're still working out how renters will be covered. Residents like Lalo say it's overwhelming to even think about.
It's freezing. Then we have these freezing temperatures, so I'm hoping my pipes don't break.
Water damage, insulation, electrical, drywall, old plaster on original construction, hardwood floors, bulk, everything.
DWSD says it's looking at least a 2-week timeline into getting this water main fixed. And Mayor Duggan says he wants contractors in these homes on Monday starting those home repairs. But you need a city inspector to look at those damages first. If you want to schedule that city inspector, if they haven't come to your door yet, it's that same number you're using to call for housing and ride assistance. It's right there on your screen and on WXYZ.com. In southwest Detroit, I'm Brittany Toulis for 7 News Detroit.
Thank you, Brittany. We are continuing to follow the hard-to-believe aftermath of this water main mess. Just ahead, how the community is wrapping their arms around families in southwest Detroit who have lost so much. And we're highlighting 2 Metro Detroiters personally answering the calls for help, plus what the city is doing about the dead cars frozen in place lining the streets of southwest Detroit.